We are live. All right. Good morning, wherever you are. Good afternoon, good night, wherever you choose to watch this video. We are so delighted that you chose to join us. I'm Marlene McKinney from Something Better Today. I often say I'm on lockdown in paradise. So if you need to see me, you gotta come on over to my beautiful island, the Bahamas. I am also so delighted to know that we have an audience in my Zoom room who are going to take part. I'm hoping that some of them will open their cameras and show you what they are cooking also. I put the challenge out to them. But guess what? Guess what? Guess what? This is day. Somebody tell me. What day is this? Day. I'm waiting to hear it. Nobody said it.
Seven, day
Nate.
seven.
Six,
No,
six,
no, it's
six,
not day seven. It's
I
day
six.
got this
six.
morning.
It is day six. Day
Oh, it
six.
is.
Day
Okay.
six.
Okay.
We forgive her. She wasn't feeling so good this week. We forgive her. Day six. It's $20. Our budget is $20. I didn't get to go out and shop. I didn't feel like it. I hate going. I hate shopping. Y'all know that already. It's day six on the Daniel fast. I call it diet, but it's Daniel's life way of living. Everything chickpeas, 3 meals. I'm trying to label my stuff. 3 meals. I'll go back and label it later. Chickpeas, 3 meals. Okay, I ain't getting that right. Chickpeas. Uh, 3 meals. Garbanzo, I really should put there, but anyway, chickpeas slash Garbanzo. All right, let's quickly send it to the right room so people who are on this morning can find it. And done. I'm doing all the editing right here with you guys. Not all, but just some of it, because it makes a whole lot of difference when people are searching for us in the morning for our program. All right. So blessings to you who are here in this space called Something Better Kitchen. I welcome you in joining us. So today we are going to try to show how we can survive living on a bag of beans for the week, for 1 week. So in my crock pot, y'all know my crock pot, oh, that hot. In the crock pot never turns off. I used to have like 10 crock pots because I taught soap making, right? And when you teach soap making, I teach all variations of soap making. You do the hot process. And so I had many crock pots, many of them. So I only have one left. Only one. Everything gone dead. Everything died. And so I have just one crock pot at the time, which is really sad. So I need to go and purchase some more. So, and guess how I get them? May I share your secret with you? I go on Mama's Market. I go on Mama's Market in my country, and there's a Mama's Market in everybody's country on Facebook. And I just purchased them used. Sometimes I got them for $20. Sometimes I got them for less. So today we're taking the chickpea. So I took one bag of chickpea last night. I put it in my crock pot, and one bag usually gives us about 3.5 tins. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to empty this water out. Okay? Let's empty the water out. And then I'm going to divide my beans in three so you can see how we can survive. One bag of beans, a little bit of rice or quinoa, some salad stuff, and you can live. You can live. All right. This thing called vegetarian cooking or this thing called healthy living. A lot of times people say, but it's so expensive. What's expensive is those purchased products, like the canned foods, the those are expensive. The frozen, prepackaged stuff. Anybody here wants to testify to that? Because I know they're expensive. I don't have any in my freezer. Sometimes if I have guests coming, I may purchase them from time to time just because it's quick and easy and it's hard for me to keep up with the demand of cooking. But that's the only reason I would purchase them. I don't. I'm totally allergic to them in any event. But I grew up on that, and that's fine. That is fine. I threw away all that water. I know, right? I threw away all that water. I forgot. I threw away all the water. I'm so sorry. The fountain water gone down the drain. I should have kept it. But I grew up on that. That was a transition food, and now I try to make my own. And that's what you should be doing. So I'm gonna take that bag of beans, I'm gonna share it in three. Let me see if I can find three bowls. Haha. Let me see if I can find, oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Not too deep in the woods, Miss Joy, not too deep. Only problem is if I can reach. I can't reach. Because my other bowls are filled with ingredients from yesterday and the day before. So let's see if I can quickly if I can quickly grab, oops, sorry. I'm grabbing three bowls from my cupboard. I know you can't see me, but I'm still here. Haven't gone anywhere. Oops, I'm reading all the clutter, all the clattering of the pans. Let's see if we can get this going. Awesome. All right, so I have one bowl and I have two here on my couch. My step is outside because my space is small, so I can't have all those things in my little space. It just doesn't work for my living. It just doesn't work. Okay. So let's see if I can share that in three. I'm going to share the beans in three. Okay. That's really small. I really wish I could reach up there. It's kind of far for me. I'm short. I'm only 5 feet. I can't reach it, but that's okay. Y'all want to see me get on my chair and get up there? Because I will do that. That's the way I operate in my kitchen. I just get my chair because my steps outside and never keep it inside. Because I really prefer a decent bowl than this. This one's too small. Let me just try. Let's try. Hold on. Let's get a spoon quickly because we have to cook. Right? Yeah, time's going. And they're still hot because I had them cooking from last night and this morning. And I think you'll do okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do all right. You don't need another bowl. Let's put that chair back. Bing. Let's close that chair. Let's put that. Let's put that back. Let's put that. We don't need it. All right, great. So we're gonna share our beans in three. Okay. I'm not measuring. I just kind of scooping, right? I actually could have kept the crock pot as one in it. That's crazy. That's done. Two, three. So everything has three scoops about thereabouts. Oh, my glass is fogging up. In our world, we call this Testimony Friday. So on Testimony Friday, while I'm cooking, usually someone's sharing a testimony. All right, good. I think that's about it. I should have measured it, but nevertheless, you get the idea. Okay. So we have three containers of chickpea or garbanzo bean, however you want to call that. Chana, some people may call it. You know, we have all kinds of names that we call this. So we're doing three different recipes. I took one bag, hey Lady D, and I took one bag and I shared it in three. Okay. I'm going to just set them aside as I need them, we'll pull them. Three different recipes. So we're going to start this morning with the one that will take the longest, and that will be the curry. All right. Let's just put this aside. Hold on for me. We're gonna put it aside. We're gonna use this one. We use this one for our curry. All right. Let's put this aside. Hold on. Because we're just dealing with one recipe at a time. Now there's no time factor involved in terms of the. I'm just showing you that you could take one bag and eat the entire week. 1 week on the same bag of beans, and they all have different flavors. All right. So let's get our pot. A little cool in here from my fan. So turn them off. That's how we're gonna do this. So let me just grab a bowl. Where's my bowl? Where's my bowl? Where is it? Where's the glass bowl? Oh, right here. All right, so I have my garbanzos, right? I have about a can full. I'm sorry for the baggies. I was just prepping. So in my pot, which you are going to go with me in just a second, I'm just opening up everything. Let's open up everything. Awesome. All right, let's see if I can get some garlic out of there. I need to save some garlic for my next recipe, so I'm going to put that over there. I'm just going to put that over there. Okay, good. So in my baggie, I have my onions. I'm not using all of that, obviously. I have my carrots and I have sweet potato. Okay, this is Boniato sweet potato. That's the purple one that I'm going to use it for my I'm going to use it for my lentil soup later on. I love that. All right. But I just thought, why not use one of those in my You can actually stretch this even more. You know that, right? You can stretch it even more. So let's turn that stove on. And in a few seconds, I'm going to bring you over to the stove so you can cook with me. Now, if you wanted an oil-free pot, then just drop some water in there. Otherwise, you can use just a little oil. I have guests for lunch tomorrow. I have guests for lunch tomorrow. I don't think they're on a diet. They're not on a diet, Miss Veronica. They ain't on no diet. So they're little people, big people. They ain't on no Marlene's run. So all that I'm cooking here, all that I have left in my fridge from all week's cooking, they will have for lunch tomorrow. That's my nieces and their children. Okay, so I'm gonna put just a little of that in there. That's coconut oil. On this journey on the Daniel fast, you can use coconut oil, you can use olive oil, you can use avocado oil, or no oil at all. You don't want to use what we call that hardened oils or oils that go, like, for instance, you don't want to use shortenings, and no, that's not it. So I'm going to drop some of this in there. Let me open up my next camera and we're going to split for just a second. Thank you. I've had that pot for, I'll tell you a story about that pot. I have a story for everything. You didn't know that, but now you do. So I was living in New York, and good. So now you can see me both places. I'm going to take the camera. Hold on. I got that wrong. I got that wrong. Let's move this one for now. I don't like you to see me moving stuff. I don't believe in that. So I was living in New York, and while living in New York, my we lived on a very tight budget because I was a homeschooling mom, right? We lived on a very, very tight budget. I mean, like super tight, like so tight it squeaked. That kind of tight. That's the tight. And we were on one salary, just my children's father, and so I wanted a whole beautiful pot set, and I didn't have the money. and and you know what happened? I went to Macy's and they had a sale, and I got this one. And my daughter has the other parts of this set that I got from a yard sale. That yard sale was fabulous. Here was a husband and wife, brand new marriage, and the wife didn't want the former wife stuff because she had died, and she said, I don't want them in my house. So I was like, hello, somebody, it's my blessing. One man's trash is another one's blessing. Hallelujah. So anybody here can testify? I love me some yard sales. We don't have them here in the Bahamas like that. We have it online. It's called Mama's Market. All right. So my oil is getting hot. I want you to go with me into the pot. Let's do that now. I'm going to replace spotlight for just a moment. And then I'm going to see who's watching us from YouTube, if there is anybody this morning. It's no holiday here in the Bahamas, so we have probably very few persons who are actually watching this morning. Nevertheless, there goes my pot. You can see it. All right, beautiful. So it's a stainless steel pot that I bought many years ago. So I'm going to drop some onions in there. Yum, 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 and yum. Okay. And I have enough onions here for all three of my recipes. I sure do. And my sister friend, no, I didn't even cut the garlic. I am just lazy. I didn't feel like cutting the garlic. I was just feeling. I did well in prepping. Y'all know I don't prep. I prep it all with you guys on the set. But I thought I'd prep some, but I didn't cut up my garlic. So let's get that garlic cut. And my sister friend would put some ginger in there. And I found the ginger just gave it an awesome kick, man. Woo! Right? So there goes my garlic. And then I'm gonna add my kick, some ginger, put some twist of ginger in there. I don't know if I need more because it's not a whole lot of stuff that we're cooking. You can't miss Sunday and you can't miss Monday. Every day we're going to be taking bags of beans and showing you how we can take it and stretch it for $20 for the week. Okay, let's see if we can do this. All right, good. Remember, you can open your microphones and share at any time. I love to hear you guys talk back, and the audience wants to hear you talking back. Okay, so then I'm going to also add my carrots because they take a little while to cook. And even these sweet potatoes that I have too, they take a little while to cook. They really do. So I may just add that too. Give me just a second. And here it smells great. We should have had what we had. What should we have had, Miss Veronica? Some what? Some smell-o-vision. We should have had some smell-o-vision. Awesome. So we're making our own curry powder. Why are we making our own curry powder? We are doing, this is our curried garbanzo beans. This is curried garbanzo. Oh, and here smells amazing. It smells just delightful. All right. You need some smell-o-vision. Somebody's gonna come up with it, I promise you. Someone's gonna come up with smell-o-vision really soon. All right. So give me 1 second looking for my spoon holder. Let's get it somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, where are you? That which holds my spoons. Sorry. There we go. There we go. Awesome. So I'm going to drop in there some cumin, right? Because cumin is the flavor of your curry. What do we put in our curry powder? Anybody can give me the anyone can give me the oh, you want to see me too? Okay, that's all right. That's odd. I'm going to close my window. The sun's coming up. It's a beautiful day here in my country. I'll close that window. I like to see the sun coming up in the mornings. Open those windows so we cannot have any depression. Amen. No depression. All right. So we have our, what do we put in our curry? Anybody can tell me. If you go quickly
Turmeric.
to, yeah, we need
Masala.
some turmeric. Hallelujah. Remind me now. Remind me. What else we need?
Masala.
Masala? Did you say masala? Say it again.
Masala.
Oh, I don't use masala. What's masala? Yeah, we don't use masala. We make it our own. Okay. So in this one, Miss Aldith, we put a little
Is
cumin.
that an Indian spice? Masala, an Indian spice? No?
Yeah, yeah, I
Oh,
think it
she's
is.
talking garam masala. I guess garam masala. Is that what she's talking?
Was it? Give
Yes,
us some.
MASALA.
Yeah, garam masala. I don't know if you put that in curry. Wow.
I don't think so. So we put some cumin and we have some turmeric because turmeric is a color, and you don't want to add too much turmeric, right? This recipe can be found on Something Better Today on our website. Something Better Today. Just put in curry garbanzo, and it will come right up. As a matter of fact, I'll go there for you and show you right quick. Let's see if I can open up a page, and if we can get there without any issues. Let's see if I can do that. Because sometimes it goes into the back end of my, because I'm the administrator, so sometimes it goes to the back end. Yes, it did. Okay, let's see if I can visit the site. There we go, like you would. So just put, I want you to go with me. Let's do it. Let's do it together. Because I like to show you very, very quickly, very, very quickly. Go to somethingbettertoday.com. And all the recipes we're sharing here today are on Something Better Today. All right. And then you go to the search, you just put in Garbanzo. And all the recipes that have garbanzo will come up. Okay. All the recipes. So we're going to do this today with the best garbanzo bean burger. Then we're also going to do, drum roll, quick vegan curried chickpea. That's what we're doing now. Let's go there. We can jump to recipe, and there goes the recipe. So you have your chickpeas, 1.5 tins, which is what we have. You have your tomato sauce or tomato paste. I'm going to use a little tomato sauce in this recipe. If I can reach my bottle, I have a jar in here somewhere. This fridge is just way too hot, right? But you want to cook down. Here's the thing. The key to curry, I had an Indian, a real Indian in my kitchen one day teaching my class. He said the key to curry is you want to burn those seasonings. You want to burn those spices. So that's where the flavor's at, okay? So you have your coconut milk, a 1/4 cup. You have your cloves of garlic, your onion, your turmeric, your cumin, your fresh grated ginger, garlic, and some coriander, which I do have. I'm going to stop sharing now so that we can get back to our pot, okay? Coriander. I forgot coriander. Let's put a little dash of coriander. And why are we making our own curry in the first place? Okay. Why do you think we want to make our own curry powder? Is there any reason in particular why you think we should be making our own curry powder?
It's better for your
Anybody.
digestive system. It won't be irritating to your skin
Exactly.
line
So
and the
what's
digestive
so
system.
irritating? What's so irritating about the one that we find in the food store? Not knocking it, but hello, somebody.
Probably the
What's
additives that's in it
and they
that
have
you
black
don't know
peppers.
about.
They have white peppers and black peppers in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got all kinds of peppers in there. Black, white, okay? And so these peppers are what we call those peppers irritants. They're called irritants. An irritant is anything that ages your system. Anything that irritates the stomach lining is an irritant. Anything that gets in there and wreaks, I say that word, havoc on your system. In other words, you need to be making certain that you're not using things that is going to cause you any problems in the long run. I'm going to add just a little water now. Ooh, yum. You see that? I tell you, we should have smell of it. And I'm just making sure that my cumin is like really seasoned in that pot. My son came home, Miss Jones, and he's thinking he can teach me to cook. He says, do you season your pot? You're 26, boy, 28, whatever you are. I've been here a long time. I thought it was too cute. I said, this me, okay. Anyway, so then I'm gonna add my potatoes, right? And this, like I said, is boniato potato. It's the red skin. I don't normally put sweet potato, but this is all I had. And I was determined I ain't going to nobody's shop. I don't believe in going up and down the streets. I just don't. All right. I just don't. Awesome. This is so beautiful already. All right. Okay. Let that burn just a little on that. Let that flavor get into that potato. And if you put too much cumin, it will be bitter. So you don't want to put too much cumin. Follow the recipe as close as possible. I promise you, I guarantee you, it's a perfect recipe and you're going to be happy with the outcome. Okay. Make sure not to add too much of that spice called cumin. Very quickly, I'm going to put my beans in now. All right. And of course, we cooked our beans in the crock pot and I'll show you. That's our garbanzo, chickpeas. What else we call it? There are other names for it. Let me put that in the pot. All right. Let's rinse my bowl, add a little water. I can use it. Sorry, go ahead. And let's get those flavors on our garbanzos. Mm. And this is how my Indian friend, Mrs. Raul, if she's watching, I don't know where she's living now. I think she's in Orlando. This is how she did that. She took everything down. Listen, that was the best dish ever. It was a curried, look at the camera in there, it's a little closer. It was a curried, there we go. Yeah, that's better. It was a curried cabbage, right? And I gave some to my brother one Sabbath, and he was like, "What was that you served with that lasagna?" I said, "Curried cabbage." He said, "Wow." Wow. So I was like, he said, it was so good. My brother's a foodie, by the way. All right, so I'm putting my water in now. And I'm not going to add my tomato sauce until my potatoes are cooked. I will add my coconut milk. The tomato sauce slows down the cooking. I learned that on one of our shows the other day. Michelle and I were cooking, and I'm like, Michelle, I added everything. Hers finished 2 seconds. My own was still cooking. And I was like, oh man, this is ridiculous. So I learned a good lesson, a valuable lesson that day. All right, very good. Let's see if we have enough water to cook our potatoes. About how many persons do you think this dish can serve? Now you're looking at it. Huh? How many persons?
About 4.
About four. Exactly. About four comfortably, right?
Yeah.
Comfortably about four. All right. Good. Let's put a little more water. So I'm going to let that come to a boil. I'm going to add my coconut milk. Let me grab that out of the refrigerator. So when I open my coconut milk, I always find a container. I have any container I can find. so I don't use it. I don't, it doesn't spoil. So I think I said about quarter cup. I can't even remember. I don't measure, guys. I'm really bad, okay? I don't measure. I'm not the measuring kind. Okay, good. Okay, put that in there. Oh, that looks so good. I won't add the tomato sauce until that is totally cooked. All right. Now I'm going to cover this and we're going to start on our second recipe. Is that okay? But I will add, hold on, I can add a little more garlic powder. I love garlic. Everything tastes better with garlic except for desserts. in Marlene's world. Everything tastes better with garlic. Put a little Italian seasoning, not too much. Sometimes it could be a little overpowering, and we don't want it to be overpowering, right? And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. But like I said, I'll add my tomato sauce at the end. All right. I don't want it to be too watery. That's why I'm not adding too much water. And I may have to thicken, or I could use some of my potatoes, mash it up, and that would be my thickener. Right? So let's take the camera off of that for a moment so that we don't see you don't see me moving the camera. I hate to see that happening. And there we go. All right, so let's
Don't
cover
forget
it.
the lid.
Huh?
So don't forget the lid on the pot.
No, I put it on. I put it on because we need that to cook
Oh,
like now because we gonna soon be getting into the prayer room, and then they can be like, "Well, where are these people at?" You know, they be looking for us in the prayer room, and I don't want to be the one to say, "I'm sorry, we're late." We are late. All right, beautiful. Let me see if that camera's where we need it to be. I think it is. My head's just cut off a little. Let's get it back up. Awesome, beautiful. Let's just move some stuff out of the way. I don't like to see too much stuff on my little space. There we go. Oh, I was about to throw away ginger. Can I do that? No, 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 no. Put that there. Let's put that ginger in the freezer because that's for my next time making it, right? I actually have some more garbanzos in the refrigerator that I should have used today. All right, our second recipe, let's just share camera again, or I can replace Spotlight as I put my stuff together for that. So my second recipe, I need my frying pan again. I need some ginger. I do need some onions. I don't ever really chop my onions when I'm making this recipe because we're putting everything in the blender, and the blender does a beautiful job of breaking it all down. But I had my knife in my hand last night and I decided, let me just do it. So then with this recipe, I need some tomato paste. Let me grab some. We're making king burgers. So you can go to the website again, and in that on that website, you will see it won't say king burger, but I call it king burger. When I first learned about the king burger, guess who I learned it from? My sister friend Ida May Hannah, right? There we go. And oh God, let's just wash that knife. Yeah, it was my first time ever having it. It was at her store many, many years ago. Many years ago, right? So this recipe is not an oil-free recipe. It's your choice there again. You do not have to use oil. It's your call. I leave everything to you. It's your choice, your call, your decision to make. Just wash my spoon. I don't want to contaminate my a little bit of coconut oil, a whole lot in there. Okay, good. Let's see how quick we can do this. So while all these are cooking, there we go. Now you could put water, like I said, if you don't want to use oil, because this does call for some um it does call for coconut milk, right? But I did this recipe when I was 3ABN many years ago there again. And I would give them that option. And I became very close to some of the people who would watch my shows on Three Angels Broadcasting Network. And the review was it needs oil. That was the review. It's good, but it needs oil. It's a little dry. So I'm going to just drop some water in there in addition to my oil, and I'm going to put this onto my stove. All right. I'm going to so we have here our onions, our tomato paste, our garlic, everything's in the pot. So I'm going to turn my stove on and I'm going to let it come to cook, pick it up. I'm going to put a cover on there right quick. I hope I can find it easily. It's somewhere here. It's not here. It's in the cupboard. Hold on. I can't remember what I did with it, but I want to cover it because if I cover it, then it will cook even faster. All right. I'll just use any cover. I just wanted to cook that. Well, that won't work. That's too big. Where's the cover? Empty rays. You get the idea. I'm just going to cover it right there with something. All right, there you go. So then I get my blender. In my blender, because this is calling for a blender. We're making king burgers. Let me show you that burger right quick because it's really, really good. Honestly, it is my favorite burger. Of all the burgers I make, this one's my favorite. Yep, it's my favorite, right? There we go. This is it. Let me see if I can share it right quick while I pull my ingredients that I like to share. So we're making 3 recipes from One by the Beans, $20 budget. That's what it's all about. I'm coming now to those of us who are on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. So this is my favorite burger. Favorite burger. Let's see. Ooh, ooh. Look at that. Yum. Yum. I bring it right into you. Yum. I just love it. Isn't that beautiful? That their burger is divine. I served this at my deli. I served it every we had burgers like once, twice a week. It was a request every day. Every day. It was a huge request. Everybody wanted to know when were we always going to be served. And I then guess what I would do? Just to make matters even worse, sister would also make her bread. Don't ask me why. Must be crazy. I used to make my own bread and everything. Okay, so let me grab the ingredients for this blender. So we need our garbanzo beans. We need our garbanzo beans, and I don't measure my garbanzo beans. Here's the thing: it's equal parts garbanzo to equal parts oats. Okay, so I'm gonna put that into my blender. The garbanzos need to be blended. Okay? Feel free to open up that mic anytime. Thank you so much for that information. Miss Veronica says masala has peppercorns, and that's an irritant. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys, for being here this morning and sharing your truth, sharing all this information, right? Oh, sorry. Has anybody here ever made these burgers before?
Oh yeah, many
Anybody?
times.
Many times, many times. And your family loves them?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Okay, I'm going to grab my bowl because I do need this while I was rinsing it. Right. Many times. So in my blender, I'm going to put some walnuts. When I purchase my nuts, I save containers. This is not a walnut container, but I save my containers so that I just reuse them, right? What if you don't have a blender? If you don't have a blender, you can use a food processor. You have a food processor, and if you don't, you just mash it with your masher. Here's my masher. Let me show you. I'm sure you have a potato masher. Use some muscle, and then we'll be able to really bear arms. Amen. Y'all know I'm just crazy. But it's the truth. If you use that, you'll be able to really build some muscle. I like to see definition in arms. I hate to walk around. I don't do sleeveless. I don't do sleeveless. I hardly ever do sleeveless. If my sleeves are short, this means how my arms looking. I want them to look really buff, you know? I want them to have definition. Use that on. Okay, great. So I'm gonna put my nuts in there. Remember, I don't measure. I just want some flavor, right? So I put my nuts in there. The measurements are on the channel. It's on the channel. And okay. I need to open up a coconut milk. Stuff is cooking up. You'll hear it? You can't, you can't. I need to make some soap. Who wants to make some soap with me? I need to make some soap. Hallelujah. I need to make some soap today because I saw some order I had. My young man's gonna be like, you sold my order, Miss McGinney? So I'm gonna put some oil in there. I'm using coconut oil. I think it's about a quarter cup of coconut oil. Okay, and then you need about a cup and a half of milk. All right. And make it that's kind of late, right? Wasn't it late to smell that? Y'all didn't y'all that went right over your head. I smelled the milk after pouring it in.
Yep.
Woo! That went right over the head, Miss Jones. Like, I don't know, something that said, smell it. Smells like coconut milk to me. Okay, there you go. So that's my container for my next can of coconut milk that I've opened. Put that away. Oil's in. And this is actually an order for a young mom who don't have time to make her own stuff. Okay. So I'll try to help these people out as much as I can. I don't like cooking, but anyway. I may go live later on today because I'm going to be making 2 big pots of soup. So I may just do it just for company. We just see how it goes. So in here, I have my garbanzo, I have my nuts, I have my oil, I have my,
Coconut
what
milk.
else I have? Coconut milk, okay? And then I'm gonna grab the oats. Just using some regular oats. This is not for me. I'm really having an allergy to right, beautiful. So this is cooking. Oh, you guys, you should see this stuff. You should see this stuff. And just stir this right quick. So it's cooking. It smells amazing here. The touch of ginger. Look at that, right? I want that to cook a little more. I want it to caramelize a bit. All right. I want it to cook a little more. Maybe we have to pretend today if that it is. And I'm going to just let it kind of do that. All right. Okay. So that goes also in the blender. Okay. No, yeah. We didn't season the, no. When I'm cooking my beans, I don't add nothing to my pot. I want those beans to be blah because I'm going to take them and do all kinds of stuff with it. So I don't do anything. I don't add salt, nothing. Now, you could use your crock pot and season up the pot one time and put everything in there. Even then, I find the salt slows down the cooking, so I don't add salt until the very, very end. Okay. All right, beautiful. So I'm gonna pretend that this is all caramelized because this sister's got to go. You know, yeah, we gotta go. So I put it in here, and that's fine. Doesn't have to be caramelized. That's just Marlene's choice. Marlene likes it to be caramelized. All right, we're gonna do it so. Like that. Awesome. Rest up there. Give me just a second. I'm coming. All right. Beautiful. And then I blend. All right. And then I blend. All right. Let me grab my blender. I'm using a Vitamix. I'm not a sale person for Vitamix. I just know that Vitamix works really well for me. I was purchasing blenders. I was teaching cooking classes, vegetarian cooking classes for many years. And I would have to purchase a blender almost every 2, 3 months. It was just burning out. And when I moved to New York, I gifted myself. My children gifted me a blender like this. So I have two of them. I had three because I had a shop. Blend it out. All fun. This blender can blend us, and that's the truth. All right, let's put that back. I'm done with it for now. Oh, wow. Beautiful. We almost there. We almost there. Stay with me. Stay with me. Okay. Stay with me. In my bowl, I grab a rough paper and I pour in my mix. All right. Pour in my mix. Let's do that. So I need some testimonies, guys. It's 6 days in. How's it going? How's the challenge going? Someone out there this morning needs to be encouraged. What would you say to that person today? What would you say to them? How would you encourage them? Someone who's been the rubber scraper got caught on the blade. Come on, somebody. There you go.
Stick with it. It's challenging, but stick with it. You'll see success.
Amen. Stick with it. Don't give up. That's
Give
Miss
up.
Joan. Tell us where you can't say text. Tell us where you're at, and your
New
name so they
York.
can.
I'm in
New
upstate
York.
New York. What
She's
Dutchess
in New
County.
York. She's in New York. New York. We actually met in New York. Miss Joan was just in Nassau, guys. All right. So then what I do, I don't measure. I don't measure how much I have in terms of milk. I literally, okay, I literally pour equal amounts. Yeah, I pour equal amounts of oats. That's just the way I do it. Don't judge me. I tell y'all, that's the way I do it. I have a little more liquid in there. I don't know where that water came from or whatever, but anyway. And I stir, 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 just like so. And this is perfect for children because then they don't know the vegetables are actually in there. And they're like, oh, mommy, there are no onions in there or whatever. And the onions are all blended. Now, I do add bell pepper sometimes to this recipe. I do. Check our pot. Oh, that looks amazing. Curry looking great. Oops. 1 second. Now I need my seasonings. For this one, I'm going to put Italian. I put a little more garlic. Always, I put a sidekick, some cayenne pepper. I'm going to also add some Bride's liquid aminos. Hopefully, I can reach it. There we go. This recipe is there again a pretty. Oh, I forgot to blend my salt. Hallelujah. Let's see if I can just sprinkle that in there. Oh boy, this is kind of coarse, you know. I was supposed to blend that. That's a mess. Hopefully nobody gets a bite of it. Just kind of, I'll probably mix it in quick and easy, just like that. Just like that, just like that.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna put a little more because it calls for about a teaspoon or so of salt. And this is cost. Otherwise, I may have to end up with Morton salt. Hey, Morton's will have to do today, right? Let's use a little of that because I don't want that to, I truly don't want it to be a bite of salt. Then I put, I think it's 3 teaspoons. I think it's 3 teaspoons of this, which is 1 tablespoon. Okay. That's the Bragg's liquid aminos. It's unfermented soy sauce. And you can tell, you can taste the fermentation in the others. You can smell it. It's like alcohol, makes you drunk, right? Anything fermented. I'm gonna add a little more garlic. These burgers are really good. I'm telling you, I've used them with barbecue sauce. I've used them for burgers. Yesterday, actually, I can show you. Hold on. One of the girls made it and she had it as a stir fry. I think you may have seen that already. And then I put a dash of cayenne. This is a repeat order for this one. They said they were really, really good. All right. Stir. My pot is singing over here. Now, because it's a little runnier than I'd like, what I am going to do, I'm going to add just a tablespoon of binder. My binder would be my flax. When I purchased this the other day, they didn't have it in seed, so I actually ended up buying it in ground up. So it's heart food. It's great for the um, flax is good for the heart. It's good for the circulation of the blood. It's good for all those things. Just like so. And I am going to also add just a pinch of, because I don't do it. I don't do like I don't go to the store and buy what's it called. I don't purchase what is it called? I'm looking for my nutritional yeast. I don't buy like Bob Red, not Bob Red man. There's a spice that I used to purchase a lot of or seasoning, like chicken style seasonings and stuff. I just create my own by just using the same ingredients in there. So I'm adding just a little of nutritional yeast base. All right, there we go. And you can have that on this journey because it's not a yeast that will cause things to rise. It's not that kind. So on Daniel's fast, some people say they eat no bread. Some people say they eat flat bread. But you can eat bread if it's flat. That's fine. Then I'm gonna pretend that it's ready. I haven't tasted it yet. Kind of early for me to be tasting in my kitchen. I don't want to do that just yet. Not this morning. It throws my whole life off when I start tasting. And I'm gonna pretend that it's ready. Get my parchment paper, put it on there. Right, just like so, like so, like so. Close it off because we got 15 minutes to be out of here. So you can use anything that you have that's round. I'm using these are little individual pie pan. It has a hole on top. And then I take this, right, because we got 15 minutes. We're doing good for time. I take this, put that right in there, just like that. This tray will hold about, say, 6. All right, and you can make it bigger. You can put a little more on top. And here's what happens. When this bakes, 30 minutes, you flip it. In 20 minutes, you're gonna flip it, make sure it's dry, and then you can just mash it down and it makes it even bigger. So it's perfect for like a club size burger. And that would be our garbanzo bean burger. All right, or king burger. So I'm gonna just rest this in the oven. And we're gonna go back to our, oh yeah, some people don't like it because of the ex how you say that? Exotoxin. Um, yeah, there's a lot of what's the word?
Controversy about it. I
Yeah,
don't know what is
controversy.
correct.
It's a
I don't know what is.
controversial, very controversial, very, very much so, very much so. All right. Okay, come with me. Let's go back to the pot. Hold on. Let's go back to our pot. Let's go back to our pot. Hold a second for me. Not yet. Replace. There you go. I want to replace. So come with me. Let's go to the pot. Let's go to the pot and then I'll add spotlight when I get there. Once I'm there, oh, that looks so good. It looks great. Let's take it down, take the camera in the pot. Yum, yum, yum. Awesome. We'll unmute later. And let's replace spotlight. And there we go. You're in the pot. Okay, so that looks
That looks
really
good.
good. Don't it look great? So I'm going to check to see if my potatoes are done, and they are. Check that out. All I did is touch it, and it's done. Now, what you can do is you can mash a few of these, the potato and the garbanzos, and then you don't need flour to thicken your pot. You understand? Now, I haven't seasoned it yet in terms of salt, and I need to add my 1/4 cup of sauce. Right? I add that in there. That adds lots of flavor. So this looks like it could even feed more than the 4 we said initially, to be honest. But we won't push it. We won't push it. But I'm gonna probably cook some quinoa with it. But there's children. I don't know if they like quinoa. So I'll just probably do some plain rice with it for them, and they'll have that tomorrow. I have some plantain in the fridge, and they'll have some salad. Yeah, and I think they're gonna be just fine. Right? That looks really. Does it look good to you guys?
Oh
It
yeah.
looks. Let's just come closer. That's our curry garbanzos. Then I'm going to add it to season up with a little salt. I could get away with the coarse salt in this case because it's still cooking, amen? So I can put my coarse salt in there. And this salt is saltier. This is saltier. You don't need as much. The flavors are great in that salt. In addition to that, you have all the minerals in there. It comes from my mom's island, Ragged Island. And put a plug in for my island. And the island where she was born, anyhow. And I'm going to just, yeah, just let it cook down. So then you let it cook until it comes to a thick on its own. You don't have to add no thickener to this. This doesn't have that much water in there. Just let it cook and cook and cook and cook. Let's get to our final recipe for today. Drum roll. We did well. We did really well for time. I'm still waiting to hear some good testimonies, though. Come on, guys. Miss Jones shared, she didn't share testimony, but she did say, be encouraged, stay with the program, don't give up, all that good stuff. Come on. So we did 3 recipes today. When they're all done, I will plate them and take a picture and we put it on our thumbnail so that they can see the 3 recipes we did from. Do you see that this can only cost us $20? Can you see that? Yeah, $20. It's not expensive. The bag of beans is $3, and let me see how much it is. Hold on. A bag of beans. Here, my bag of beans. The bag of beans is $2.70. $2.70, right? The potato may have cost us $1. The carrot may be $1. That's 7. How much is that? I keep adding. I want you to add up for me. Yes. The website is somethingbettertoday.com. Somethingbettertoday.com. Let me see if I can put it in the chat. Or somebody put it in the chat for me so I can get to our next recipe. How about it? So I'm pulling our ingredients for the next recipe. While we're doing that, I am pulling, I'm putting everything out here. Let's see if I can do this right quick. Hold on. You're seeing the pot cook while I'm pulling the ingredients for the next one. Let's just pull the ingredients right quick. And the secret to this is, anybody can tell me what's the secret to this recipe? This is, oh, it's on the table. I see why I couldn't find it. All right. The next recipe we're doing is a mock tuna salad. All right, it's a mock tuna. Let me just grab my. I'm using Hellman's today. Some people are anti-Hellman's because they say it has canola oil, I think. But I'm trying to make this a journey that's doable, that we can keep going. Okay, because sometimes we take on these challenges that we can't keep up with. Now you can. Okay, if you feel like you want to make your own. All right, let's go. I'm going to switch cameras now so we can get back to where I am and we can make our salad. My internet's unstable. My internet's unstable.
This
Oh,
was a
the
1
bag
pound
of
bag garbanzo bean, right, Marlene? It was a 1 pound bag.
1 pound bag. Thank you.
Okay.
1 pound bag. Mm-hmm. All right, let me replace and then replace, and then you can see me here while I move my camera. And we are now making our final recipe for this morning before we go into the prayer room. Okay? Before we go into the prayer room. There we go. Our final recipe is a favorite. It really, really is. I'm telling you, it's an awesome favorite. I've taken this any and everywhere. As a matter of fact, we're going to have it probably at our graduation in a couple of weeks for the Daniel fast. All right, so I have my food processor. There again, you don't need a food processor. All you need is a
Masher.
masher. Get some muscles, right? Let's do it. You don't need it. Or you can use a fork, right? But I'm using it because it's quick. So I take my beans. This is the same bag of beans. I
Wow.
took one bag, made
Incredible.
3. I'm just showing us, and I can eat from this the entire week because if that's 4 meals, think about it. This is going to be 4 meals, and the burgers is more than 4 meals. Hello, that's 12 burgers I'm getting from that. 12. I have enough food into next week. Don't tell me we can't do this. I am so tired of hearing this lame story, but it's so expensive. Stop buying those packaged stuff, and then you would be able to save a whole. Listen, I have lived on $20 for the week. Believe me when I say I go to the food store, I buy the fruits I can afford, those that are in season. 3 apples for $1.18. Or I just go to my neighbor and see they have some stuff on their trees. Whatever. We can do this, right? We don't need to be eating everything all day long. Let's do this. So that goes in the food processor. Let's go quick. Let's put everything on the side. So I like my camera to look right. Oops, hold on, put that in there. One bag of beans will feed me for more than a week. You do have to plug it in. You do gotta plug it in. Miss Jewish Bob. Oh, you gotta plug it in. Plug it in, plug it in. Okay, there we go. Now you don't want this to be mushy. You want it to be like, I did it too long. Yeah. You just want a pulse. That's why I said even a fork will do, right? But me and my laziness and my trying to get through this recipe right quick. Oh my goodness, that recipe looks good. I'm gonna cover it so it can really come to a nice finish. Okay, at least serve 2 things before. I do have some burgers in my freezer. There we go. So then put that because we got 6 minutes to say bye. 6 minutes to say bye. There we go. Get that in there. This can serve more than 4 people. Check it out. Oh man. I don't want to hear no more excuses, people. No, and no. Actually, I'm going to take some of this mush and put it in my curry. How about it? I think that's a great idea. Yeah, I think because I will thicken my curry in a minute. In a minute. Let's put it in there. Yeah. I don't even need all that. Man, listen here. You have all these excuses. Oh, it's so expensive. Oh, I can't afford it. Oh, we are people. Are people. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That just stick in my pot. That just did the secret. That was the secret right there. You know, we have all these things. And I don't like beans. I'm gassy. Now that's a good one. May I go there for just a second while I try and stop making so much noise in your head? Right? So you're gassy. What do you do? Oh, I was supposed to put those onions. Not them onions big as my head. Lord of mercy. Hallelujah. And they're big as my head. Lord, the children will say, Miss Auntie Marlene, what did you okay, I can't do that to them. I can't do that to them. I'm just making it just smaller. They can say, only one problem, them onions were way too big, because this is lunch tomorrow. Everything I'm making here today is lunch tomorrow.
Wow.
Sabbath, yeah, everything. Because I have 2 big pots of soup to make. Hold on, we got 5 minutes. Let's hurry. Oh, we are late. They're gonna soon be calling me. We can't get in the prayer room. Oh, let's go quick. All right, beautiful. Let's see how quick I can just do a little pulse. We got 5 minutes. Oh man, the time is gone. Awesome. There's the cover. Cover. We got 5 minutes. Is Alvin? Tell them I'm coming. Tell them I'm coming. Oh, there we go. All right, beautiful. There you go. That's a big thing. Can't have them in there like that. Then I take my tomato, you could put tomatoes in there too, in actuality. I take my lemon, because this is a tuna fish. This is a mock tuna. Right? And I want it to taste lemony, so I'm going to put another squeeze. Ooh, yes, that's it. No more. Great. I'm going to take my secret ingredient, kelp. If you can't find it, already opened and buy it in capsules. Oops. Open it up, empty it on. That's the flavor that you're looking for. It will taste just like the sea.
What is
Under the
that?
sea. I'm going to show you in a minute. Give me a second. I'm going to show you in a minute. You need about three, eh? The fact is onion and garlic, and not garlic, onion and salt with lemon will make it taste just like the sea. All right. You got 4 minutes. This is what I'm using. That's my secret ingredient, kelp. Okay. Good. Have that in there. I'm adding a dash of cayenne. That's your choice there again. I don't use other peppers other than cayenne. I'm using a little Italian. Just a little. This brand is, I'm not gonna knock them on camera. That's not my favorite brand. And then I put in my Vegenaise or my Hellmannese or whatever, or you make your own very quickly. And you don't need all that. I'm just rushing because we have 2 minutes. 2 minutes. All right, let's get our onions in there. Awesome. Let's get our onions in there. The onion is the flavor. You gotta have the onions. It's a must, right? It's a must. You gotta have onions in there. You could put celery. You could put tomatoes. Oh man, you could put corn if you wanted to. Make it your own. All kind of noise on our one, and then just stir it in. This bowl's a little small, but I'm using what I have. I should have taken my bowls down yesterday too for this recipe, but that's okay. We use what we have. You can serve this in a pita bread. You can serve it on a flat bread. You can serve it with salad. Remember, it's garbanzo. It's a bean. It has fiber. It has protein. It has everything you need. It's a complete meal. It's a complete food. All you do is add your veggies to this, and you are set and ready to go. Very, very quickly, let's put some in my bowl. Hold on. How much minutes I have? Hold
No.
on.
1 minute.
1 minute. They soon call me. They can call me in a minute. This woman taking forever on this show. She having too much fun. Let's see. Oh, there we go. I just wanted to make at least a presentation of one dish today. Ooh, look at that.
That looks nice.
That looks good. I just need my orange popping in there. So I'm gonna
That
put some
looks
tomatoes
good.
around there, and that's what we have. Let me get some of our curry. Hold on a second. Hold a second. They can really be mad at me today. Oh, there's that drop. Ah, there we go. Let's grab some curry. Obviously, the burgers aren't ready, but I am going to show you something before we say bye. Let me show you something. I'm plating this for my pictures. I am oh, this looks amazing. So now that's 2, and I'm going to show you something in my freezer. Ta-da! Ta-da! I got burgers in bags. Okay, don't tell me we don't have it. And now, how much food do I have? How much can I serve from this? Don't tell me we can't do it. What we can't do is buy prepackaged, frozen, canned products. We can't keep up with that. But I promise you, we can keep up if we do just beans. Make it simple, keep it simple. Keep it locked on somethingbettertoday.com and Something Better YouTube. If you haven't subscribed yet, remember, subscribe, like, share, and comment. We're going to say bye to our YouTube channel. I so appreciate you guys following our journey. Remember, it's day 6, the Daniel fast. So when you're looking for this video, go into the Daniel fast, and you'll find